It's that time where I get to make another video talking about 5 things that you might want to consider either investing in, picking up, or just simply being aware that will possibly have impact on the next couple of weeks to months for the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And some of these will be based solely on either if new support comes or if things become a problem. So, very interesting take. But let's dig on into this. Make sure you guys show some love, like this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you got those bell notifications on, and yeah, let's dig on into this, shall we? That's what happens if I act like Simo in these videos of pure enthusiasm. Number 1 on our list here is Xyz's Encore, and you're probably like, oh boy, it's Rongo Reminiad all over again. Yup. Target one face-up Xyz monster your opponent controls that has Xyz materials attached to it. Basically, detach them all. It goes back to the extra deck, and then you can go ahead and special summon the monsters from the graveyard that were used to make it. Well, typically, if those monsters weren't properly summoned, like your card you're going to be using this is Zexal, you're going to not have to worry about it. Also, cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. So with Numeron Eldritch right around the corner here, there's been a lot of talk from players going, Zexal's broken, I can't play the game, it's unfair, ban it. Yeah, we should probably ban it in True King of All Calamities. I agree 100%. But at this stage, we're still going to have to deal with it for a little while. Like the grown men that we are that play children's card games out here. So, TLDR on the card stops Utopic Zexal, which lets you play the game, which means you have to play a bad card to counteract a strategy that your opponent might not even open. Isn't it great what Yu-Gi-Oh! Has become? But good news is if you're playing this, you could have it for the True King of All Calamities on standby that your opponent has, and then you could be like, multi-purposing side deck cards. Excellent. Outside of that, I do think that the card will see play strictly because Utopic Zexal is a troublesome card. And, well, you know, sometimes your opponent just won't open up the Numeron, but you'll see triple Xyz Encore in your hand. So, can't wait for that beautiful crapshoot of a post from somebody. I open all my Xyz Encores, but my opponent just did Eldritch combo on me. What do? Number 2 on our list here is the Reborn Tengu. Alright, so you guys remember Reborn Tengu, right? Cool little beast warrior, searchable off of Tenki, and then it includes a card effect that does not miss timing. Yes. A remnant of the former design for when Konami wanted to produce generic cards. So why is this card so broken? Why is it so good? It's a beast warrior that doesn't miss timing that floats. Alright? What more do we need to say? No, it doesn't work if you exceed with it, unfortunately. But if you link out with it, you get more friends. It's literally the Destiny Hero Malicious of Link and Synchro material. But with Tri Brigade around the corner here, if you can, you know, start climbing up Link ladders, if you literally open up Reborn Tengu plus Extender, you're basically on your Link 4 straight away, and you're basically in-house synergy with the deck, alright? So, before you're like, oh, well, that seems like bad. No, honestly, it's been the thing that I've been hearing people talk about the most with the engine, because a lot of people are like, well, you know, like, Zoo's not the best with it, from what I've seen people talk about. But we'll talk about Zoo here at the end of the video. But outside of that, you have a fantastic engine that's kind of already built into the deck, and it doesn't really take away from you having to splash it with a theme. You know what I mean? I think that's like the thing that people are a little bit, I don't want to deal with this-esque thing, because if you're splashing Zoo with Tri Brigade, it ends up, I guess you end up with like a weird hodgepodge. But if you're playing Tri Brigade with Reborn Tengu, you're already in-house with the deck, so you're not going to be having that real synergistic issue. You know what I mean? So that's definitely the one thing that we wanted to keep in line here, is you are still being synergistic with the new Tri Brigade stuff. Number 3 on our list here is Mystic Piper. Now, I don't know how to feel about this one. So you contribute this card to reveal 1 card. Alright? Basically, you reveal, alright, you go, oh, hey, look, I drew a level 1. You go ahead and you reveal that level 1 monster card, and you get to draw another card. Now, the thing that they're trying to play this in is the Dryatron. Now, based on restrictions of the Dryatron monsters, I don't think that this is as good as people make it out to be. But once again, people are talking about this. People are like, well, all the Dryatron monsters are level 1s, so that you gotta stick the Mystic Piper on the field, and you can go ahead and you can draw, more cards. But the problem with this engine is, what happens after the Mystic Piper resolves, because they all have that hard restriction of can't normal summon or set monsters except for monsters that can't be, special summon, with some really weird clause on them. And I'm like, well, I guess if we're just Mystic Pipering passing with the deck, I guess, but the thing is, you have in-house level 1 support that you can attempt to abuse with the monsters. It was very interesting that they made the entire Dryatron archetype level 1, except for the big fat ritual monster. But outside of that, it's something that players are talking about. They're like, oh my god, Mystic Piper. And at this point in time, I don't know if it is strictly just hype, or if this is just one of those, it seems like it might potentially work things. But as of making this video, people are considering playing Mystic Piper with the synergy that the Dryatron monsters are presenting for modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! So just to stay educated on that curve, we're mentioning it. Alright, number 4 on our list here is good old Overdrive Teleporter. Alright, this card cannot be special summoned. Alright, very important that you know that. You can pay 2,000 life points to special summon two level 3 psychic monsters from your deck. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. Yes, Datascape. What an interesting archetype. Restricts you into what? Exceeds rank 3 and level 3 or higher monsters for the turn. Everybody's psychic in the deck, and 95% of the archetype has the ability to special summon. So what if we special summon out our first Datascape, and then we tribute summon Overdrive Teleporter, and then we pay 2,000 life points to summon 2 more psychic monsters from our deck? Well, that seems really good. Normally I would say Overdrive Teleporter is just horrible, like the card is bad, but the archetype has the ability to step through themselves and to summon themselves out by extenders. So basically, Overdrive Teleporter being a committed normal summon is not necessarily the worst thing in the world for this deck. Players have been talking about this like, well, honestly, I don't know if this is going to be good. I'm in the same boat with this as Mystic Piper. I just wanted to cover it and be like, people are talking about this card being useful as an extended Datascape. And I mean, Datascape just came out. We'll have to wait and see what kind of cool combos they're going on with it. But it's cool ideas to test out here in the near future as we get more of this archetype support rolling on out here. And then number 5 on our list is the Zodiac Engine. And you're like, what? Robbie, you just said Zoo was bad. So, here's the thing, alright? I do think that playing Pot of Avarice with Zoo is horrible. It was one thing I kind of took away from playing MBT this weekend. Pot of Avarice, with the whole banishing from the graveyard, seems like a massive confliction of interest. On the other hand, though, the entire Zodiac Engine being splashable and auto access to Megaclops is very good. Do not underestimate what one committed normal summon can actually do for your deck. You've already got in-house synergy with Tenki. These are things that you need to consider at this point. So don't just discount the archetype at this point. There's also obviously the potential of more support around the corner. I'm still holding out. They did reprint Chakanine. Alright, I would love to see 1 to 2 more Zodiac cards. Give me a Zodiac Link monster. Just give me one. Alright, just one of them things. And we can do any other new Zodiac named card opens up the doors to other cool, crazy plays. So I do think with Tri-Brigade there is a level of synergy that is to be had there. We're just going to have to wait and see progressively where the player base will take this on their long journey. And, well, those are the 5 cards I've got for you guys today. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. Make sure you got those bell notifications on, and you guys never miss anything that we do. Probably one of the most passionate people about Yu-Gi-Oh! Out there, and it's always interesting to see what people are thinking. Alright guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanco40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCO40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcogames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.